G'day there, good folks. Gonna be doing a 35-kilometer canoe paddle down the Bonnechere River. I'm gonna go from Basin Depot cabin all the way to Round Lake. It's about 10 degrees right now, Celsius. It's supposed to rain a little tiny bit, probably this afternoon maybe. Hopefully not too bad though. So I might just go a little bit slower, enjoy myself, catch some scenery, wildlife, do lots of doubling back for the video camera, that kind of stuff. So we're just gonna go check down here first, see if I can get the canoe down here. I don't think I can. Oh yeah, pretty steep bank here though. This is the Basin Creek. Pretty steep bank from where I am. She's a little bit wet, I guess. I'm gonna have to take my stuff around here if I don't want to get too wet of feet. The grass is all dewy, so I'll be getting wet feet anyway. Well, she's raining a bit right now. Well, I might as well take the canoe down first. I guess to start things off right, essential ingredient for any bushwhacking trip or any trip in the bush in general. That in my pocket. Got my bear spray with me just in case something stupid happens. You never know with the old wildlife. Just gonna take the rest of my stuff down and I'll meet you guys down there. Got a nice little tree I can stick my canoe in. A little bit of a bank here. Might as well go ahead and put this right on before I forget. Got your coffee. This is your second ingredient to any successful bush trip. She's kind of a steep bank. She's a nice spot here. Be a good spot for a little cabin. Alrighty, finally got everything in the canoe. We'll wipe you guys off one last time. And we are off. I see there's a log down about 40 yards that way. A little bit of a ledge right there to start off with. I guess that's going to be my first obstruction. Make sure I didn't forget anything on the bank. Alrighty. And we are off. Current is moving at a pretty good pace, so it should be a pretty easy day of no paddling. You guys almost got swept off your feet there. Alright, hopefully there's not too many more of those. She's raining pretty good, eh? Should have got my raining gear out, I guess. Thought it was supposed to be a nice day today. The old weather network lied again. So, this is the Bonnechere River. And there's no fishing on the Bonnechere yet. Not till next weekend. So I'm not going to be doing any fishing, I guess. Just too bad. It's coming down pretty good now. Looks like I'm going to be wet for the day. Lots of stuff in the water here. Well, I'm going to hide underneath this balsam for a while. It's nice and dry under here. I'm already soaked. Chose to hide underneath this balsam for a couple minutes. Wait till it lets up just a little bit. First 5 minutes of the trip and I'm already soaking wet. Just started raining. As soon as I started paddling, it started raining. It's coming down pretty good. For a drizzle, anyway. It's not pouring, but wouldn't take much to be a pour. She's a beautiful spot right here. Yeah, she's nice and dry underneath this balsam tree. Too wet for the camera. I don't want to ruin it. So that's the first crisis averted, I guess. Got a canoe in there. Well, that wasn't too bad, I guess. Wasn't too bad. Something walking through the bush up there. Turn myself around. Good to go. Front end must be heavier. It keeps wanting to turn me around. Good in the wind, not so much in the river. Lots of trees, eh? There's another one I gotta go over right up here. Oh, I might be able to bomb this one. Doesn't look too bad. Yeah, I'll try and bomb this one. Probably gonna get stuck here. tree. I wasn't looking. Yeah, it wouldn't take much to get knocked over here, eh? The old current. Well, hopefully I don't tip her. That'd be bad. Piece of cake. Piece of cake. A little tiny fucking nub almost tipped me over. Yeah, you gotta pay attention, I guess. What the hell's in front of you? Surprising, that little frickin' nub like this just caught me on the side there and almost tipped me right over. Almost caught the inside. I mean, the current's not moving very fast. I highly doubt I would have drowned there, but would have sucked. All my shit would have got wet. Some marking paint up here, see on the trees. It's supposed to be a 100-meter portage. I don't know if that was it. I didn't really see a trail there. Lots of trees in this section, eh? In the river. Gotta squeak through a little spot here again. Big boulder there. Wow, is it ever rocky right there? It's kind of out of place. Everything else is just sand. A couple of huge boulders just sitting there. Well, not as bad as the last one, but there's mess number 2. I'm literally just up around the next corner. Hopefully it's not like this all day. I might be able to squeeze in right here somewhere. We'll see. Try and keep the end out of the water. Not too bad, I guess. Not too bad. That was pretty easy, actually. Oh, there. Get back here, canoe. I need you. All right. Jump in. All aboard. On the other side. Not too bad. Pulled it up right there. Real easy sliding on the end of that log there. End of the balsam. Pretty little spot here. What I should do is go and talk to the park wardens or people at Bonnechere Provincial Park and see if I can come down here with just the chainsaw and cut all this stuff out of here with this. Make it a lot nicer for everybody else. I should go right from McCaskill and do that. Open the canoe route back up. Because apparently there's a lot of blowdown on the upper section. I'd pretty much be doing that for 2 or 3 days. Just straight carrying my canoe over blowdown. And if you look on the government fish online and the government topographic, they have so many different ones. Make a map, make a topographic map website. They have the best what do they have? They have the best satellite imagery, I guess. And it does look like it's pretty well all covered. Every 20 feet you gotta pull over a log somewhere. Yeah, I should go talk to the wardens there and see if I can bring the chainsaw in with me and cut down the river, you know. Open the canoe route back up. Make it easier for everybody else. Oh, rain all over everything. Starting to rain again. Wasn't supposed to rain today. So far it's rained all day. And there's another one. That one looks a little bigger. Yeah, eh? Looks like there's an opening there, so we'll go for it. I don't want to push me left here, so. Not quite as intense as I thought. I'm going to hit the bottom here. And just like that, we're through. Sure is raining pretty good for a day that it wasn't supposed to rain. And it's blocked up here too. Very blocked. Yeah, eh? Looks like it just keeps going. Huh. Well, guess I'm gonna have to go over here. Lots of blowdown, eh? So this is what we're trying to avoid. Definitely not cutting my way through that. And I'm going to dock over there, I guess. Come by this still. And then when I get in there, I'm going to go around all that stuff. It looks like there's a way through there. Well, maybe not actually. Well, I'm going to go see if I can make a trail through here or something. Well, there's a pretty good patch of poison ivy in there. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Right about there. It's all kind of poison ivy there. I don't really like going through it, but I don't really have a choice. Get around this, I usually end up getting it pretty bad. So that's gonna suck. I guess I might be able to go through here. No paths or anything here because nobody uses it. Yeah, it's quite the slog through here. This way, I guess. I don't know how I'm gonna get the canoe through here, but I'm gonna have to, I guess. Lots of beaver stumps in here. Don't really want to have a tumble in here, boy. You're jabbing yourself pretty good. Moose tracks. Oh. And we're through. With the pack, anyway. She's an awful wet, partly fucking cloudy, I can tell you that. Well, hello there, good folks. It's nice to be back. So I'm just down at Cusheen Lake right now. It's the following week since my last trip. So my camera, it rained for about 4 hours. Last time I was doing the Bonnechere and my camera got too wet and it just stopped working on me. So I've had it in rice for about a week, and it finally started to work. So I'm going to continue on with my trip, I guess. So I'm just down here at Cusheen Lake. It's probably about 2 kilometers from where I left off. I didn't even really want to come today, but I figured since I didn't want to come, that's probably the best day that I should come. But yeah, so I'm going to try and finish the Bonnechere today. Go from Cusheen Lake to the Bonnechere store. It's a good little day trip, I guess. Anybody camped at the Bonnechere Provincial Park, be a good little activity for them for the day. Come up here in the morning, get to the Bonnechere Provincial Park sometime in the late evening. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. It's a beautiful day out today. One of the nicest days we've had in a long time. 2 weeks anyway. Yes, really didn't want to come today. Stayed up late last night watching a video from Jordan Peterson. Stayed up till like 1 o'clock. I don't know why I did that, but that's what happened anyway. So I got up this morning, I was real groggy, real tired, you know how that goes. Had a hard time waking up. But I figured I might as well come. Glad I did, it's a beautiful day. It's pretty late, I don't know what time it is, 9:30. 9:30 and I'm pretty much just starting now. It's been a long time since I've been down this river, down this section. Probably a good 10 years or so. I got all my stuff with me in case I want to do a bunch of fishing and camp over one night maybe. I don't think so, but so pike is open now. Pike and walleye opened up on the weekend. Well, I guess Friday. They weren't open when I started the trip, but yes, so hopefully it doesn't rain today. There was a 3% chance of rain today, so if it rains, by the frig. It wasn't supposed to rain the other day either. Remember we got all those tornadoes. It wasn't supposed to rain that day either. It wasn't supposed to rain the day I went. The first day I started doing this trip either. But it rained for a good 4 hours. I see all these guys going out in the rain, like Morton Hilmer, you know, he's up in the Arctic, and I don't know. I don't know. I guess bad luck for me, I guess. She's a beauty day. That cloud in the viewfinder there doesn't look too promising. Not too promising at all, actually. Seems like every time I get out on the water, I came up the other day because I thought my camera was working, but as soon as I got on the water, got everything out of the truck, yada yada yada, packed it all in the canoe, got out onto the water, and my camera stopped working. So whatever, I went back home and left it in the bag for another couple days, a bag of rice, and came out last night to try it. Took like 20-30 minutes worth of video, changed the settings, did all that kind of stuff. And now I just tried to change it over to take a picture, and it almost stopped working. So I guess I'm just gonna have to leave it in movie mode, because every time I change it from movie, well, if I'm on the water, if I'm canoeing down the river and I change it from movie mode into take a picture, it doesn't seem to want to work. It doesn't want to go back to movie mode. So I don't know. I had to wait for a little while there. Smacked the camera a few times. Then it went back in, but I guess no pictures for me. It's either one or the other, movies or pictures. I'm gonna have to go with movie, I guess, because that kind of sucks. I like taking pictures. Oh well. Yeah, she's a beautiful day. She's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Got my Sports Pal. That's what I'm using today for a canoe. Just a short little wide thing. It's not really a speed demon, but works good, I guess. Floats. That's all that counts. It's not the prettiest boat on YouTube, I can tell you that. But, I mean, for $7,000 you can get yourself a canoe. Seems a little outlandish. Little expensive for 16-foot piece of fiberglass. I mean, I bought my first car for $5,000. It was only 20 years ago. Well, 25, I guess. Still, holy frig, canoes are expensive, man. Even the cheap ones are expensive. There's the wind starting to pick up. Luckily, it's a tailwind. That's nice. That's a blessing for sure. Nice tailwind. It's usually a headwind. Oh, I better shush up before it switches on me. Yeah, she's a pretty nice spot here. Easy paddling compared to the other section, that's for sure. She widens out quite a bit here. I guess she got the Bonnechere River, Robitaille Creek, and Basin Creek. What else flows in here? There's another creek off to the left. I kind of forget the name. Jenkins Creek, maybe? No, that's up further. Pull out the old map. I also have the phone going, tracking my... You got... Doesn't say the creek name on my phone, but there's 5 different creeks that all run into Cusheen Lake there, so widens out pretty good here. It's pretty nice. Just tried turning my camera off, left it off for a while, and then I turned it back on, and the video didn't want to work again, so hopefully it doesn't quit halfway through this journey, because it's pretty hard to make a YouTube video if you don't have a camera on you. I'm gonna have to stop up here at what is it, LaFleur's homestead, LaFleur's cabins. Show you those, and I'll have to move my bag over a little bit. It's on the left side of the boat too much. I can't sit in the middle. I have to sit on the right side of the seat. When I want to go to my left hand side, it's too far away from the edge of the canoe. I keep hitting the edge. It's uncomfortable, you know. By the end of the day, your back will be sore. Yes, she's a nice spot here. Pike is open, but it's whatever. It's only pike. Try a few casts later on, maybe. Get to one of the bigger lakes. Try trolling a bit. Doesn't really matter if I catch a pike or not. I'm not going to be keeping any on this trip, so no sense in catching too many. I end up hurting one of them. Too bad my camera isn't working properly, because I'd love to get some pictures of this. These clouds make it real nice. Real nice day for pictures. It's hard to get pictures of yourself, you know, when you're doing everything solo. For the old Instagram and that kind of stuff. Couple of cabins there straight in front of us now. Yes, I must have a small pinhole leak somewhere from my last trip, dragging over all them rocks and stuff on my way out of the bush. So I'll have to fix that when I get home. It's not very big, but I do notice I'm taking on just a wee bit of water. Maybe about a cup an hour. It's looking like. Yes, I was groggy this morning, didn't want to get up. Got up late. I got up at like 8 o'clock. I wanted to be on the water for like 7, but oh well. Like there's some guys over at a cottage putting a dock in over there. Or doing something. Yes, she's a beautiful day. I noticed since I turned my camera off and back on again, the battery has gone up somehow. And whenever I turn my camera off, I have it on a 1-minute timer that if I don't touch it, it goes off after a minute. But I noticed that's not working either, so I don't know. Darn cameras. I got a Canon 80D. That's what I'm using. I've had it for, I don't know, 3 or 4 or 5 years now maybe. I've never dropped it once. There's not even a scratch on the camera. That's the very first time I've ever had it out in the rain and it quit on me. So still giving me problems, and that was a week ago. So, don't take it out in the rain anymore. I built myself a waterproof case out of a dog food bag because they're tough. You're not ripping a dog food bag, that's for sure. Well, I guess there's no shutting you guys off because I just spent the last 20 minutes trying to turn yours back on. Which is kind of unfortunate. This could be one long video staring at me. Yes, I was going to get out and do some fishing and show you a couple of the scenes, but like LaFleur's homestead there, I was going to go walk around the cabins, but I can't turn my camera off and on, so I'm going to try and get as far as I can on the one battery, I guess, and hopefully it turns on again if I put a new one in. I think it's going to be a little bit later by the time I get to where I want to go. Unfortunately, I just spent like a half an hour trying to turn the camera back on. I mean, I can stop recording and start recording again, but I can't turn the camera off and back on. Then it wants to stay in picture mode. And unfortunately, I have it on a 2-second timer because I was taking pictures yesterday and I can't change it from that. So that kind of sucks. But I really gotta pee. Oh, maybe I'll just go up to the shoreline there. Just a short little look at the LaFleur's cabins. A little too far, eh? Son of a gun. A little too far away for my dry boots. Land ho. Alright, you guys come with me. I'll show you LaFleur's. Have a quick little pee here. So there's one of the old cabins. It's marked as a historical site on the map, so they have it marked by the road. You can get to this by the road. Road is only like less than a kilometer from here. Pretty cool. This is where I am. See, now this is the spot I'd like to, you know, take some pictures and stuff, but come on, Betsy. You can do it. There we go. And we're off. Off like a Jew's foreskin. I should definitely edit that part out, eh? That's not good. I can just hear the comments now. Even though it's a joke. There's not much. A lot of people don't have a sense of humor nowadays, I notice. Can't say anything. It's like, racist. Fuck. Oh yeah, I see a plaque beside that one barn there. Pretty cool. I don't think I've ever actually went over and seen the cabins, like, inside of them. Maybe when I was a child, but we used to cross all the time right here with the canoes, or with the ski-doos in the winter time, because it's nice and wide here, eh? On the river. So it would freeze over the most in your widest section of river, least amount of current. Unless it's really shallow, but it's pretty deep here, so. Yes, I better start making some time up, because I'm lollygagging here. Lollygagging. Plus, this is my first really long canoe trip, I guess. Well, it's not real long. But I know my arms will probably be tired by the end of the day. Yes, pretty nice day for just having a couple of tornadoes the other day. Well, I don't know if they were tornadoes, but they were definitely microbursts. That's for sure. She was pretty windy. They got hit pretty hard in, well, basically everywhere around us. We only got a little bit of wind at our place. Even out here is getting pretty well built up, eh? There's cottages everywhere now. Cottages and campers, and what happens when the population grows, I guess. It's pretty simple math. More people, less space. Pretty simple. Tell you, that tailwind is awfully nice. Yes, I really want one of them GoPros for the self-leveling feature. Seems like a dream come true. Got 2 boxes of goodies today. One for trout, one for, well, more trout, I guess. I didn't plan on doing much fishing today, but what are we going to throw on? What are we going to throw on? We'll throw this guy on, I guess. Wind is nice. It's going in the proper direction. Yes, that's one blessing for today. Tailwind. If you want a good channel to go watch somebody catch a bunch of lunker lake or lunker trout, brook trout, lake trout, go watch Alec on Adventures. Pretty good little channel. Nice and calm and relaxing. Catches lots of nice big fish. Very calm looking fellow, which is refreshing. Him and his wife or girlfriend, I'm not sure which it is, but they're getting a new dog. An Alaskan Malamute. That should be quite the pretty big dog for the canoe, but they're pretty nice looking dog. It's pretty shallow here. Half a paddle, so what? 1, 2, almost 3 feet maybe. 2.5 feet. Lots of deadheads in this river though. If you're bringing a boat up here, just be sure, or make sure you're aware of that. There's a lot of deadheads. They used to drive the logs down here from the park all the way out to the Ottawa River back in the 1800s. I don't know when they quit, 1912 or something, around that era, around that time. Then they brought the train in, and then the trucks, and there's a deadhead right over there. Well, we might as well give her a cast over to the deadhead, eh? Catch one, anyway. Catch one. I've been on quite a few trips lately, going to new lakes, and I haven't caught anything. I got a couple bites at the last lake I was at, but, well, I went the other day with my buddy, of course when the camera wasn't working, and we caught 7 brook trout. I only kept 1 myself. We were only there for like a half an hour and we caught 7. That would have been a great video. Of course, camera wasn't working. That's how she goes, eh? Probably won't catch anything this trip either because I'm trying to make a video. So far I'm not having real great luck. Camera, I took it out yesterday for like an hour and played with it. Everything seemed perfect. brought it out today for like a half an hour and everything stopped working on me. Only when I try making a video, it stops working on me for some reason. I guess maybe I should start doing bushcraft videos again. I don't know. These videos don't seem to get a lot of reception compared to the bushcraft videos. More for fun than anything. You're definitely not paying the bills with these canoeing videos. Get back in your home. Yes, it takes quite a bit of money to do these canoeing videos, all the equipment you need and safety stuff and everything else. Here comes a couple. Kind of far away. A couple of ducks. Couple of ducks going. Too far away for this little camera. Yes, big lunker pike coming up here. Big lunker pike. 16 pounder. 16 pounder coming up. Probably going to be a little hammer handle. Yes, it's surprising you don't get well, I don't get more reception from these canoeing videos. I'm actually losing subscribers on them. Because they take quite a bit more money to produce than the bushcraft videos. I mean, the bushcraft videos, you just walk out into your backyard and build a fort and you get 1 million views. I don't know what the heck. I don't know why people like them so much. But they do. I guess if I was trying to make a lot of money, that's what I'd keep doing, but I don't know. I feel like I'm past that stage in my life, building forts in the bush, you know? That's really all you're doing is just building a fort. It's just not, it's not pleasing for me. I didn't really enjoy making that video. But it did very well for me. This is more my style, you know? Canoeing down a river, going on an adventure, seeing new sights. Catching some fish, enjoying myself out on the water. Whoop, speed wobble, speed wobble. Cast that guy back out. Wait for the monster. It's been a while since I caught a decent sized fish, actually. Been quite some time. Usually when I go out with my friends and stuff, I don't even really fish. Just maybe take a few casts, you know. Fish so much. Oh, what was that now? Weeds? Weeds way out here, really? Maybe, might have been a bite, but weeds way the heck out here. I'm right in the middle of the lake. She's a shallow lake, eh? Ow! Stab myself. Well, I guess that's a sign that I should just keep paddling. Put that away. I better take that off before I puncture my bag. We do not want to puncture the bag. My dry bag. that I just bought. Not a good idea. Let's get to some paddling here, eh? Got this beautiful tailwind helping me too. Are you guys focused there? I noticed my camera has been having a real hard time focusing. So, gave it a good cleaning. What do you call those? The terminals or whatever. There's a little bit of black on them, but wasn't too bad. Yes. Little island coming up here. Turn you guys around. Usually bring the kids up here swimming whenever in the summertime with the boat. Come to this island and bring the kids swimming. Fair bit of weeds, but it's nice and private. Huh. Bunch of smoke. There's smoke. I can't tell if that's coming out of the cabin or not. Or if they have a fire in front of the cabin there. I don't see any vehicles. Don't see any vehicles, so... Oh. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. Well, there's an example of what not to do. I don't see any vehicles in their driveway. The gate over here is locked, and the wind is starting to pick up, and the fire is going. Huh. Yes, in the summertime, put your fires out, man. That's for sure. I mean, maybe there's somebody inside and I'm talking out of turn here, but... The gate is locked over there, so... Where is it now? Right there. Should be able to see it. I mean, it wouldn't take much for a couple of sparks to go, especially if we get a good wind like the other day, man. Huh. Yes, put your fires out, girls and boys and girls. Especially in the summertime. I mean, late fall, early spring, and the winter time, you have really nothing to worry about. Like late fall, after hunting season. But now you're starting to get into the danger zone. It's pretty dry around here. I mean, there could very well be somebody inside, but it doesn't appear to be. No vehicles and the gate's locked. Not cool, man. Not cool. It's even less cool because my house is like 10 kilometers from here. It wouldn't take much to burn to there. It's pretty well all bush. See, I'd love to get some pictures of this stuff, but I'm afraid to turn the camera off. Fire stinks. There's definitely nobody there. I don't see any vehicles. All the doors are locked up. not a very good example of what to do. Every time the wind picks up, you can see the smoke start to pick up too. And it's been you can smell this. It's got that smolder smell to it, you know. Pine, smoldering wet pine. I mean, if it catches on fire, it's really going to suck for them because the wind is going right towards their cottage. That'll be an expensive lesson. They're really the only cottage for a couple kilometers on this side of the river. There's a couple just on the other side of the river, but the wind is not going that way, so. Not at the moment, anyway. There's a road right straight in front of us on that bank there. That's one of the first spots that I ever took a picture for when I started to do this Nature Bound YouTube channel. It's pretty, I might end up hitting a rock here, so yeah, it's pretty amazing how far my photography has come since I started. I used to over edit everything. I look back and it's like, oh my god, what was I thinking? Mostly for Instagram, I guess. If you don't have like outrageous colors and shit for Instagram, nobody even notices your pictures. Everything's got to be largely over edited. Extra saturation for your pictures. Almost unrealistic. That's the only way anybody sees it, I notice. Oh well. I guess everything is like that nowadays. The more dramatic, the more attention you get, eh? Have an argument with myself out here, I'll get lots of views. Come on, tailwind. Woo-wee. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Finally. Well, that was frustrating to say the least. Battery camera died and spent probably almost an hour trying to get the frickin' camera to come back on. So I think I'm going to be quite far behind today because I lost almost like an hour and a half trying to get this camera to work. It's very frustrating. First time ever I had it out in the rain. I see all these other YouTubers like Morton Hilmer. He's like in Antarctica and all these other places, and he hasn't really shown that his camera has failed on him or anything. He's got it out in the rain all the time. First time I had mine out in the rain, she quit. It's very frustrating because I can't really afford a new one. I want to get a GoPro, but if I get a GoPro, then I can't really get this fixed till the next time I get paid. So yeah. Yes, one bad thing about having too much coffee is you gotta take a piss too often. It's a pretty busy spot here. I might just go into this cabin and take a quick pee. Hopefully there's nobody home looking out the windows because pretty busy spot. Got two vehicles trying to dock their boat there right now. I see somebody fishing off the bridge. There's lots of campsites all around here, so it's a good spot to come and camp. It's a good spot to, like if you're camping at the Bonnechere Provincial Park, be a good spot to come and throw your boat in right here, or down at Cushing Lake, and just paddle down to the Bonnechere River. It should only take you the day if you don't have to fiddle around with cameras for 2 hours. Alright, I'll be back in a minute. Well, nobody came yelling at me, so that's always good. Oh, speed wobble. Get the front end out. Too much coffee in the morning for a trip like this. Nice little cabin in behind me there. I don't know who owns that. I've never met them. Seen them out here quite a bit though. I used to fish this lake pretty hard when I was younger. On this part of the river anyway. Well, that guy's definitely not a professional backer-upper, that's for sure. He's got his boat right sideways there on the boat launch. There is the Pog Lake Road Bridge. There's the day park for off of Pog Lake Road. Guess we could have a look at that cabin. Pretty nice little cabin they got in there. Pretty nice little spot. Guy fishing up here by the bridge. Any luck?
Oh, I was getting some minnows right now.
Oh, it's a good spot for them.
Yeah. I was trying to find some luck with them, so.
Yeah, I tried a few casts, but no luck either. Mostly just canoeing. Yes, I've fished that bridge quite a few times. Probably about 100 or so. That must be the spot where all the garbage gets collected. Pop cans, beer cans, worm containers, tarps. Yeah, I just passed a section down there. There's a little beach spot. Obviously, I'm gonna guess 16 to 25-year-olds. That's gonna be my guess. Whole bunch of beer cans right along. There's a can right there. Whole bunch of cans on the beach. And they're just still sitting upright. So they just finish their drink and just leave them there. Pretty sad. Pretty sad. What time it is now? Probably about noonish. Based on that heat and the sun right directly over top of me. Yeah, that's too bad about my camera, man. Just starting to get back into YouTube. Went and ruined my camera. I ruined it, I did. I mean, I figured it would have been able to take the drizzle, but it does say water resistant, and I see lots of people using them in the rain. So I don't know. Bad luck for me, I guess. If I didn't have bad luck, I wouldn't have any luck at all. You know how that goes. Just crossing underneath the power lines that go from Turner's Road or Basin Depot Road over to Pog Lake Road. Probably to get power into that cottage, I guess. Well, the wind is going at the right angle now. I can switch sides. What is this now? Rory's Bay, I believe. My old grade 8 teacher lives in this bay. Him and his wife, a couple of nice folks. Well, I'm going to troll this section of river, I guess. Put my lure back on. Where did you go? Wait a minute. Taking on water. Floating. Gosh darn it. So that's why you put your lures away. That's why you put your lures away. It was hooked on the bottom of my cooler. Should be good for a pike, eh? Should be good for one at least. One big one. One big one. Alright, let's get going here. So I should check my drag. Check the old dragaroo. Oh yeah, that's good. Perfect. There's the tailwind. There's the tailwind. Thank you, Lord. What a beautiful day it is out here, though. Holy snapping. She's a beauty day. Perfect breeze. Not too windy. Just enough to get the canoe going. Perfect weather. I don't know what it is. 16 to 20. 20 degrees maybe. Kids running around playing soccer. It's good to see. Doing stretches or something. That almost looked like oh wait. That almost looked like Xander and John going by. One with the blue canoe and one with the red canoe. No, he drives a fairly similar vehicle to mine. Not sure what John drives. John from Lost Lakes. I highly doubt they'd be up here though. That's just who it made me think of. Big boat. I wonder how many times he's had that prop fixed riding around in this river. All the deadheads sticking up. Yeah, that's quite the tree fort they got going on there. It's got steps going up to it and everything. I'll show you when I get closer. What was I talking about earlier when the camera went off? That's what I should do. Finish up that conversation. Yes, I was talking about my distancing myself, or being a little bit more distant from God. Not kind of just stopped talking to him, you know. I mean, maybe it's because I was sleeping all day, but I did pray to him quite a few times, mostly for not to die so that my children would be without a father kind of thing, you know, but he seems to have answered that prayer for me. She's answered quite a few. He has answered quite a few for me in my lifetime. But yeah, I kind of got off track there for a while. I wouldn't say I stopped believing or anything like that, but stopped having a relationship with him. And last week I had a good chat with an old friend of mine who's kind of had a very similar life to mine, I would say, in some aspects, in the choices that we've made for ourselves. Kind of had a little chat with me, not about Lord or anything, but just kind of made me realize that you know, wasn't on the right track. That I'd forgotten to present myself to the Lord and ask, pray, and humble myself, take some time for myself, you know, meditate. All that kind of stuff. Pray. It was a good reminder. She never mentioned anything about it, but it just made me realize her lifestyle and how far she's come and how much the Lord has helped her, and helped her a lot, man. How faithful she is to him, you know. Maybe I was jealous of that, I guess, maybe. Oh, I should grab it. Put this back in for a second. Show you guys that tree fort. Quite the tree fort they got going on there, eh? That's pretty cool. Just like a one-room chalet. That's pretty neat, actually. Yes, lots of cottages now up there. I don't want to zoom in too much. There's people up there. Give them their privacy. That's pretty cool. Yes, this is where we start getting into all the private property. It's pretty well private property all the way, pretty much almost all the way up to Round Lake. There's a couple spots you could camp here, but the next campsite, I figure it'll be about 3 o'clock by the time I get there. Well, we'll put this away, I guess. Start paddling. Came to paddle the Bonnechere, not fish it. I don't really feel like cleaning the pike, so there's not really much point in catching them. So I guess I got to learn to humble myself a little bit. Take some time for myself. Make myself wait. Be a little bit more patient. I notice my patience is really my skill of patience has diminished over the last couple of years. I get very agitated pretty easily now. Getting better, learning to sharpen that skill, hone that skill, and it is a skill, that's for sure. Make myself wait a little bit. Be still. Haven't done too much meditating or anything like that, but I guess this could be a form of meditation, just getting out with nature. Casually canoeing down the river. I haven't seen my kids for about a month. Kind of sucks. Pretty lonely. Don't have a girlfriend or anything like that, so by choice. I've been asked out a few times, but I said no. Probably shouldn't have to a couple of them, but I'm sure there's, well, I know one for sure I would have been very compatible with. But I had some, I was fucking too sick to go out with anybody, man. I didn't think it would last this long, you know. Almost over 2 years now. Starting to feel better now. It was so bad that I would take my dog for a walk down the road. When I get back, I'd have to go to sleep for like 4 hours. I mean, can't do anything. You can't, I couldn't upkeep my landscaping job. I mean, imagine trying to do a landscaping job where you sleep most of the day. Do an hour's worth of work and you sleep the rest of the day. And you can't work for anybody doing that kind of stuff, so sold everything I owned, everything but this camera, because if nothing else, I could do about an hour of videotaping a day to do some sort of bushcraft in my backyard, you know. Some sort of income, not much. It's not much, but it's something. Better than a kick in the bag, that's for sure. Yes, I've definitely changed my attitude towards a lot of things since being sick. Grown up a lot. I think I have, anyway. I don't know if it's growing up or just maturing or just realization or what it is, but realizing that you're not here forever, man. You're not here forever, so enjoy your friends, enjoy your family. But I know I don't really have a whole lot of real good friends, real close friends, because after a little while nobody texts me or contacts me anymore, so see how I'm doing. I mean, I guess I never contacted them either, but wasn't in the right mindset to do that. That's for sure. I guess you could say I kind of almost just started avoiding them, or I wouldn't say avoided, but losing contact so they wouldn't be so crushed if I actually died. I really thought I was a goner, man. So I did. So I guess that's my fault more than anybody's. Oh, little birdie. You find out who your friends are, that's for sure. Something like that happens. I still have a couple good friends, but most I would call acquaintances now. And a lot of them are into stupid shit, you know. Drinking and drugs and everything else. Not for me, man. Not for me anymore. Not my style. Was my style, not anymore. But that being said, you drop all your friends, and then you're doing this YouTube kind of stuff and not having a job at the moment. It's pretty hard to make friends. Ones that you want to hang out with, you know. And I'm so self-conscious about my teeth now. Fucking 1 year, all my teeth fell out. So self-conscious about that I don't even. I'm embarrassed to go meet people, especially a girl or something, you know. Why? All your fucking teeth are black. I took a lot of pride in my teeth. I had braces when I was younger, and they were all perfect teeth. I had a lot of work done to them. I was missing my 2 eye teeth. So I had braces for most of my childhood. So there was a lot of money spent on my teeth. Very frustrating. They're not gone, but most of them are. All my back ones are gone. They just fell out. Just fall out in big chunks. Crazy. I don't know what would cause that. I mean, that can't be just regular wear and can't be just regular decay. You know, I brushed my teeth. Had to have been something else. Very acidic body. I don't know if that would do it. I don't know what would do that. I remember in 2017, when I was going out with my last girlfriend, I went and got my 2 cavities fixed. And it was pretty short time after that, a couple months maybe. Then I got real sick. Well, no, I got May, June, July, August, September, October. So 5 months after I went and seen the dentist, I got sick. And it only took about a year. 1 year later, they were all gone, all decayed. Every single one of them has a cavity and decay on it now. And then it just kind of stopped happening. And they've been the same ever since. I don't know what would do that. Somebody's a dentist out there and can tell me. Yes, if there's any dentists out there and want to give about $30,000 worth of work out for free, I would be more than willing. At least the front ones. At least my front teeth, you know, you can pull the back ones if you don't want to fix them. I don't care. Most of them are gone anyway. Like actually gone. They fell off right at, some of them fell off right at my gum line. They just snapped off right at my gum line. Gone. And the bottom half is still in. One fell out a couple months ago. Spent 3 months with a frickin' toothache, and then all of a sudden it's just gone. Toothache's gone. Haven't had one since. Knock on wood. And then like, it's like the bottom half of my molar fell out. A root or something fell out. I don't know what the hell, man. Weird. Anyways, I should stop talking about a 13-minute video again about me being sick. That's what's on my mind, I guess. Maybe paddle a little harder, then it goes faster. Aw. It wasn't fast enough. He was just sitting on that log. That would have been really cool to get. Quite the beaver house they got going on there. Starting to get a bit of a hunger going on here. This tailwind is amazing. So my camera keeps shutting off. Hopefully it's just the battery. I had my older battery in there, but it said 3/4 of a battery on the... Maybe they shouldn't have done that. So maybe the SD card is full, but it wouldn't turn back on. Oh, there we go. Woo! Get the sails out. So yeah, starting to get pretty hungry. So for a snack, I grabbed some of these turkey sausages. Smoked turkey sausage, pillars. Established in 1957. Pretty good. I really like the Snyder's Originals. The old original blend. Goes with everything. Beer, whiskey. No, I'm just joking. I haven't drank for a long time. I had a couple shots with my cousin, but that's about it. Oh, I'd say it was probably 2017, last time I was drunk. Probably the last time I drank too. Right, let's go. Tailwind is wicked, but I almost do like a horseshoe up here, so I'm going to be fighting the wind shortly. Don't know if you'll be able to tell all those broken off trees in there. We had a microburst a few years ago, and that whole section, probably about 100 acres, just flattened. The whole thing, almost every tree was down. It looked like that over there before. Kind of hard to tell, but got her zoomed right in. See how far the bush line goes back. Should be able to tell. I can kind of tell. Yeah, the bush line came right up to the water like that over there. The thickness of the trees, you know. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. We were just driving down the road. I was probably right... There's a road just on like 200 meters from the shoreline there. I was probably about right there with the truck. And another crew was right there. There was trees all around them. It's pretty crazy, actually. It just came out of nowhere. Well, I better start paddling or I'm never going to make my destination. Cool. There's a deadhead in the water. One of several thousand along the way. Well, I'm never going to make my destination in time. Too much filming, too much talking. Not enough paddling. Too much yakking, not enough kayaking. Eh? A decent view of a blowdown over there. There's a spot right here you could dock your boat. We call it Brent's Corner. One winter we were coming up here with he was coming up with his van, and he missed the corner altogether. He almost put it right in the river. So now we call it Brent's Corner. Big old Labrador licking himself. Wonder if he's gonna bark at me. They're pretty good at barking, them Labradors. Yep, there he is. Oh, roar, roar, roar. Oh, roar, 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 roar. Kids just came out, so I better not video record them because they're not my kids. Oh, roof, roof. A roof, roof. 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 Roof, 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 roof. Roof, 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 roof. Pretty loud, eh? Oh, don't worry, I'm going by. He must have just got bit by a bug. Oh, rough, rough, rough yourself. I should start paddling over there. That'll really piss him off. Oh, roar, roar, roar. Oh, roar, roar, roar. Oh. I'm not antagonizing. I'm not antagonizing him or anything. Well, he barks a hell of a lot more than my dog, I can tell you that. I mean, pretty far away now. Yes, he barks a lot more than my dog, that is for sure. Just doing his job, I guess. Just doing his job. He did a good job. Good Dougie. Well, that kid's got a lot of growing up to do. He's yelling at me, telling me I shouldn't be on the river. If I was his parents, I'd tell him to shut the fuck up. Although, his parents are a bunch of retards anyway. They fixed up the road going into the hunt camp there. My hunt camp is at the end of the road, and it's an easement, right? And they fixed the road up because it was bumpier and all shit, so they put gravel down on the road and smoothened it all out. And these guys, a bunch of retards, they took them to court, saying they messed up the road and everything else, when really, in reality, they fixed the road. So I know there's not much training going on, any legitimate good training going on in his life, poor lad. Yelling at me, I shouldn't be on the river. I hope you don't catch anything, he says. I'm like, what the fuck? What kind of stupid kid says that? Give him a fucking smack upside the head and tell him to shut up. You wouldn't catch my kids saying shit like that. They'd say it once and that's it. So I guess he's just that's kind of a reflection of their parents, I guess. Brain dead. I mean, imagine trying to take somebody to court and sue them because they fixed up the road. Retards in this world. He's probably just looking for money, looking for a quick buck. Hey? That seems to be the audacity of a lot of people nowadays. Not much brain cells going on. See, we did the horseshoe, and now it's a headwind. Yes, poor kid. Very bad training. I should have told him to shut the fuck up, eh? Yes, there was those tornadoes the other day in Ottawa, and then the next day on the Facebook there, people are phoning in to the cops complaining about fucking generator noise. Like, what? Give your frickin' head a shake, man. People need the generators to survive, and you're gonna, like, the mindset of some people to actually phone into the police station and put in a noise complaint about generators. Like, duh, 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 duh. Like, if you're so afraid of noise, why the fuck are you living in the city? Duh. You know? Brain fucking dead, man. Give your frickin' head a shake, man. Sun is still pretty high in the sky there. Check the time. That kid is still yelling. It's 2 o'clock. 2. Well, I'm definitely not gonna make it today. So, of course, there's people sitting out here at the end of the dock. Can't even take a piss. I gotta take another piss. Too much coffee. Too much coffee this morning. I shouldn't have had 2 cups. Oh, now they're leaving. I guess they don't want to talk to me. Seen me and fucked right off. Not a very friendly section of river. Dogs are chasing each other. Yes, not a very friendly section. I got one kid behind me yelling at me to get off the river, and these guys looked down the river, seen me, and then got up and left. I don't know what that's about. Maybe it's just timing, I guess. Maybe. Coincidence. Had to have been a coincidence. Well, I'm gonna go over here and have a pee, I think. Oh, look at that, there's a ball in the river there. Probably that kid's. Well, turn you guys back on in a little while. I remember when I was a kid once, I caught a walleye right here. Watch, I'm gonna try and get this blackbird here. And he's gonna fly away as soon as I grab the camera. Watch this. Let go. Yes, too much yakking and not enough kayaking. Oh, she's shallow there. Oh. Yes, she's gonna be dark by the time I get there. That's for sure. Yes, this whole section is private property. Till you get up to about the next bridge. Not gonna get a nicer day for paddling. 20 degrees, the wind blowing to your back. Just tailwind. Haven't seen any ducks or anything, or geese or herrings, which is kind of odd for this section. Usually always a couple herrings. Or herons, or however you want to say it. Blue herrings. Oh, I'm sure I'll see a couple. Oh, there's 2 ducks right there, look at. they gonna show up? It's twice now. As soon as I said I didn't see anything, they just show up right in front of me. Yay, patience. Maybe that's a sign I should be just a little bit more patient, because it's right around the corner. A little more patience. I was going by. Oh, there he goes. I seen that guy floating in the water, and he had two of his wings, or I guess one side of his body had the wings in the water, so he was stuck. So I just lifted him up out of the water with my paddle, set him on the canoe for a little while. And he just took off. So that's nice. Saved a dragonfly. We could use as many of those as we can find. Actually, the bugs have been almost non-existent compared to a few years ago. 2019, 18, 19, 20, whatever year that was, they were wicked bad, man. Holy crap. So that's my good deed for the day, I guess. Saved a dragonfly. Start paddling a little harder, I'll never make my destination. Plus, if I was going to stop, I'd probably want to stop around 5. Give myself a couple hours to set up my tent, find some firewood, that kind of stuff. Don't really want to find your campsite right at dark. It's not really ideal. I do have all my stuff with me today, so but there's no campsites from Stevenson's Lake all the way out to Round Lake, so that's quite the piece. Almost half the journey. I'm right beside my buddy Lance's house right now. It's the guy that owns the hunt camp. I see they're all out there having a few beers. I'm very tempted to pull in and grab a cold one after this long ass canoe ride. I know for a fact that there's Coors Light on ice over there. I know for a fact. And they would taste delicious right about now, let me tell you. This guy's got a neat little sign in his... Look at this is pretty cool. Round Lake this way, Algonquin Park the other. Well, I'm almost at the Turner's Road Bridge, just by Turner's Camp there, all the red cabins. But there's some kids on the, I was going to videotape the bridge, but there's some kids on the bridge, so I'll get a far away shot so I'm not videotaping other people's children, you know. That's what it looks like from the water. They must be fishing off the bridge there.
How you doing?
Not bad, yourself?
Good.
Oh, hello.
Catching any lunkers or what?
Just had a nice one.
Yeah?
Yeah. You missed a pike just a few minutes ago.
Yeah, I seen it splash and I was way back there.
Oh yeah.
large too. Well, just coming into Supply Bay. Usually in the summertime there's a beaver dam right here, but right here. But the water's deep enough. I go right over it. So that's good. Just up around the corner here, Pine River and the Bonnechere River meet. Pine River flows into the Bonnechere and becomes the Bonnechere, I guess. Almost looks like it might rain. I really don't want to have this camera out in the rain, if you know what I'm saying. That straight ahead of me is Pine River. That's where the Pine River comes in. Pretty big river too, so lots of volume now. I'd say the river is equal in size to this one, to the Bonnechere. That straight ahead is the last campsite you can go to before you get to Round Lake, and it's a good piece. It's several hours of canoeing, so it's either stop there or just keep going. I think I'm going to keep going, just paddle harder. That's my plan anyway. I hope it doesn't start raining. Well, to be totally honest with you, it's been a long time since I did a full day of paddling. My old arms are starting to get tired. I don't know if they can handle a couple more hours of paddling. But they're gonna have to, I guess. So I don't really want to stop there. I'd like to get it all done in one day, you know. There's a huge drop-off right over here. It goes from like 0 to 30 feet in, well, a drop-off. Good spot to catch fish. Always had good luck on this little section. I fished this spot of the river pretty hard. Me and my buddy Brad and Daryl. More Brad though. That's who I went fishing with the other day. Caught all the trout with. We were there for like a half an hour. We caught 7 trout. His daughter caught most of them. Lots of trees down on that little island. It's been a good wind here. My ass is getting sore from sitting all day. Not used to that. Luckily I put the pad in here. Just took the seat pad out of my tree stand. Those climb-in tree stands, I'm just using that. Works pretty good. It's either that or use the other life jacket. Right over there is where I did the video, how not to fall through thin ice. The ice was only like an inch or 2 thick. One smack with the chisel and you're through. Bad section too, you're kind of right on the outside of a bend here. I don't know if I talked in that video or not. I did a few videos with no talking. They seem to get they get the most views for whatever reason. Maybe it's just because it was bushcraft. I don't know why people like them bushcraft videos so much. Just literally people building forts and whittling sticks. I guess. I mean, some of them are pretty good. I like that Victoria outside. She's pretty good. She builds some pretty nice stuff. Takes her time with it, you can tell. Oh, there's lots of them that are pretty good, I guess. I just didn't enjoy making those videos myself. I mean, I didn't dislike it, but yes, if I would have had a video camera with me all the times that when I was younger going out. That one year, I bet you I spent 200 days on the water fishing. Ice fishing. Canoe in the boat. I don't know what year that was. Starting to get tired. I'm definitely going to be paddling in the dark, I think. Especially with all this cloud cover. But right after Stevenson's Lake, it starts to drop off there quite a bit in elevation. So, a bunch of rapids and S-bends and corners. And last time I did that, I was a kid. I remember I had to get out of the canoe when I was a kid, so I would imagine I'm going to have to get out now, although the water is a little higher. Almost across the lake now. There's a boat docking spot here. Well, more for canoes, I guess. She's pretty rough for a boat. She got a little 12-foot aluminum or something. But I've been in this boat all day, or in this canoe. I'm gonna go over there for 5 minutes and stretch, because my back is starting to get sore. We do not want a sore back. This next section is, it's all windy and rivery. Definitely rivery, extra rivery. No, it's all like windy, so it doesn't seem like a very short distance. I just checked on the little map. Doesn't seem very far away, but with all the twists and turns, there's a lot of extra distance you gotta cover there. So I'm gonna go to this little beachy looking spot and do some stretches. I guess you could camp there if you're in a pinch, but it's not a designated camping area. Not too far away for the toesies, huh? Not too far away. Alrighty. So this is Stevenson's Lake. Right there is where it came from. It's more of a little turnaround. It's pretty cleared out now ever since the flu. I've been seeing a lot more people out and about. Let's see, there's evidence of bears. Ripping the stumps apart looking for bugs. Pretty nice little spot here. Well, I'm going to continue on. We're pretty much at the end of the lake now. Pretty uneventful. Not gonna lie, the old arms are getting kind of tired. Wind is picking up. Clouds are heavy clouds. Doesn't look like rain though, which is nice. There's definitely still a few hours of paddling left. Although the river gets very narrow here, so it's very narrow and it drops off a little bit. So that should pick up my pace a little bit, the current. Hopefully there's no trees or anything across here, because I'm not going to be able to stop once I get past the end of the lake here. It's just kind of like a straight run. It's not really rapids, it's just faster pace. Class 0.5, I guess you would call it. I don't know. She's not real intense anyway. Camera battery died. I hope I got myself going all the way down those rapids. Well, looks like there's a stone right there, right in the center, halfway down, so I'm gonna pick the left side, I think. See if I can get around that stone. Big stone right in the center there. Yeah, if I would have went right, I would have hit that other stone. Now we're getting into some bigger stuff. Hey, I don't remember these rapids. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to get out and look, I guess. Well, it doesn't look too bad. Kind of shallow though. I don't know what's around that corner there. All I can see right there is poison ivy. Yeah, eh? I might put you guys away for this one, just in case I hit a rock or something and twist sideways. Probably the safest call. I'm not really sure what's around that corner. I mean, it's not real intense, but it doesn't take much to flip you in this shit. Pretty good little ledge there. I do not remember this when I was a kid. I don't know why I wouldn't remember that. That would have been quite the ride. Good thing that little eddy was there, man. You guys would have been taking a swim. Very likely. Glad I put the camera away. So, I guess we're just going to drag over the rocks here, down to right there. Looks pretty easy after that. Well, that section I just passed was very bony. Very, very bony. And then met a guy, there's a cabin right over there. They were both out on the deck. They said there's another one coming up like that. He said at the end, you gotta watch for rocks. So I believe him. Because that was pretty bony. Surprised I didn't tear the bottom out of my canoe there. Going over them stones. I must have hit 30 of them. One of them lifted me right up. So we'll give her a go anyway. Well, that's what I just came down. Not too bad, I guess. Hit a big rock right there at the end. It's pretty shallow. I wouldn't want to do this in like August. And we got some cabins. Pretty nice area. Looks like a good little spot for some fishing. Yes, she's a pretty shallow there. Probably hit a good 20 or 30 rocks over those two sections. Ball. There's 2 balls I've seen on this river so far floating. Well, hopefully there's not too many more of those. It's already 5 o'clock. Just kind of starting the windy section. Pretty fun though. What the hell is going on with all these trees? Somebody painted all the bottoms of their trees white. Kind of weird. How the hell would you do that? Never seen that before. The guy's got all his trees painted white for some reason. I don't know if that's supposed to stop, they look like ash trees. I don't know if that's supposed to stop the bugs or what, but I don't know if you can see that. Over here, right, those trees right there are all painted white on the bottom. Ash trees. Pretty fun. If I didn't have all my stuff in the canoe, I'd go over that big one probably, but I don't want to get everything soaking wet or lose anything. Pretty fun. Pretty fun going down those rapids. I can see why people get so addicted to whitewater. a long time since I went down some rapids. This must be a pain in the ass to cut, boy. Look at that. That lawn is like only 6 inches above the water line here. The bank looks like it's gonna give way. Did up here. Trees down, eh? Pretty deep right here too. Yes, lots of erosion going on. Wouldn't want to be anywhere around here when that's coming down, that's for sure. Well, I better start paddling, eh? Enjoying the scenery too much. Note to self, I should carry some flagging tape on the outside of my bag because that corner could be flagged, you know, for the next person. I mean, it's a blind corner, and then right at the corner is the little drop off there. Lots of erosion, you can see in the background. Well, she was a nice journey. Guess I still got a ways to go yet. Starting to get hunger on again. This old white pine is hanging on, boy. The root system. It's pretty cool. Blackbird hunting. Three balls. There's another ball. Little kids' balls. There's 3 of them I've seen. Kind of odd. Someone does some fishing here. They got a bucket and a chair sitting out there. Bucket and chair there. Cool. Well, I'll turn you guys around. This is a nice looking spot. If you made it this far in the video, I guess I'd ask if you maybe subscribe. Sure does help the channel. Everyone subscribes. You can leave a comment if you want. Not necessary. Not necessary. But they're always nice to hear. I mean, the good ones are. If you got something negative to say, keep it to yourself, because I'm just going to delete it. Other than that, she was a good time. I enjoyed myself. Hopefully you guys did too. I mean, I still got a little bit to go. Guess I'm jumping the gun on my exit here, but 4 balls. There's another ball. Weird. Oh, pike or something right in the shallow there. I can see him going. Huh. Got a pine tree here. Big pine tree down. Trying to avoid this too. Lots of stuff here, right? Lots of stuff. A big pine tree behind me. Goes right across the whole river. There's definitely a lot of docks and everything along the shore. Got ripped out in the winter or high water. Docks and big PVC pipes and garbage. Lots and lots of garbage, eh? Well, I should be getting pretty close to the bridge on the highway. I hope, anyway. This would probably be a good little section to fish. Good section of the river. It's pretty deep and lots of brush and shit in the water. Lots of trees. Pebbly here. Lots of pebbles. It's about to become pen for gold. Not really. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but there's part of that dock. Might have been able to see it there for a second. Oh, there's my first beaver I've seen all day. I didn't even see it. Just splashed. Usually I see quite a few beavers. Got a hole dug under the bank right there. Figured I would have hit the bridge by now. Lots of twists and turns in here. You go about 100 meters and then you got to turn again. It's like that for a few good kilometers. Lots of erosion going on. There's one big white pine there ready to come down. That one's going to go right across the river. Largemouth bass. See that big white pine there? That one is going to block the river for sure. I can hear the highway, and there's the bridge. There is the bridge. Finally. They just redid this bridge a couple years ago. Looks like they did a nice job. So I guess only a few more kilometers from here. Out into the lake and then up to the store. Still going to be a little bit of a hike, but at least I'm close. Probably about several kilometers from my house, we'll say. There. Is that my hairdo? Holy snapping. Pretty quiet under here. Did a pretty nice job. I see an engraving there, 1967. That must be when they put the original one in. Cool. Well, at least I know I'm close to my house. Now we're in Bonnechere Provincial Park. Big section of stones there. Must be a pillar from an old bridge. If you somehow made it this far into the video, do me a favor and please subscribe. It really does help. Just thank everybody for watching. Thanks for all the continued support over the last few years. It's greatly appreciated. And yeah, I guess if you want to leave a comment and like or dislike, whatever, you can. Not required. I've never actually been, well, actually that's not true. Or no, I have never been here. Never been in this section of river. Last time I came, well, when I was a kid, I did the river and I got picked up at the highway there, at the bridge, so. Never been here. I mean, if you were an experienced paddler, you could probably go all the way from Basin Depot in one day. The river sure slows down here, though. I'm really hoping I can go underneath this tree here. No problem. Lots of poison ivy. Poison ivy everywhere on this river. Here comes a cabin. You can rent these cabins out. Part of the Bonnechere River. Bonnechere Provincial Park. Pretty nice little cabin. You can hear the kids screaming. I don't know who makes this Hunt Valley. Hunt Valley. I made this at 8 o'clock this morning, and it's probably 7 o'clock p.m. now, and it's still too hot to drink. You gotta like sip it so you don't burn your lips. It's impressive. Well, we're getting into where all the city folk like to go camping now. Somebody parked right beside you. I never did like camping in campsites myself. I did it just because other people were going, but not my ideal vacation. Going and parking your tent right beside somebody else's tent. Well, we're on the home stretch now. We're on the home stretch. So it was a good trip. 36.5 kilometers. One day. It's not too bad, I guess. Especially with this canoe. Short, fat canoe. Basin Depot, there was a lot of portaging, a lot of blow down across. Once you get out to Cusheen Lake though, it's pretty easy paddling until you get to the end of Stevenson's Lake. And it narrows off pretty rapidly. Only that one section I had to get out. Pretty good little trip, I guess. The end here is kind of windy. Lots of twists and turns. Campfire. So yeah, it was a good trip. Good trip for sure. Yes, I thoroughly enjoyed the trip. Tell you, my arms are sure tired though. Used to swim down here when I was a kid. I don't know exactly where. But we used to swing off of one of these trees. I'll tell you what's more sore than my arms is my ass. It's a long time to sit. 12 hours of sitting. Now, which way do I go here? Well, I hope I don't go the wrong way. Kind of looks like that's it, actually. Yeah, I think I went the wrong way. Shit. Back up. You can see the current. A little bit heavier current that way. Going by the trees. You can usually see the ripples on the trees in the water, stuff in the water. Well, it goes pretty good by here too. Hopefully I didn't make a mistake here. No, this is the way. Log there. A log. What made me go this way? Hopefully I didn't go the wrong way. Yes, thoroughly enjoyable. I mean, if I didn't have all my stuff in the canoe, I'd try that, those rapids, those heavy rapids. There's a pretty nice line on the left-hand side of those rapids I could have taken. Cool. And there is the lake. Right there. Beautiful. Beautiful. Nice. And there's still light out. Well, that's good. I finished it a little faster than I thought I was going to. About like an hour. Oh, look at that. They got a blind for people, I guess, photography. That's pretty cool. Didn't know that was there. What does it say? Wildlife lookout? Pretty good little spot for it. Too bad it's so high, though. If it was a little bit lower, it'd be good for taking pictures, you know? I don't know why they put it on that side of the river. Everybody's camped on the other side. You literally have to canoe up to it. But you gotta come past all the wildlife to get into it, so that kind of defeats the purpose. Oh, he's got one. Well, I hope my truck is where it's supposed to be. If not, she's going to be a long walk. Let's see, Bonnechere Provincial Park beach. Very nice beach, actually. My truck is way over there. Well, it's supposed to be. I hope they dropped it off, or else I got a 6-kilometer hike. That would suck. You can hear the kids screaming. I guess this is officially the end of the trip. Pretty well. Pretty thankful there's no wind on Round Lake, and it's a tailwind. The little bit of wind that there is. I've had a tailwind pretty much all day except for that one little section of river. It's been very nice. Very thankful for that. I can just imagine how drained my arms would be. Having to fight the wind all day. This is where a kayak paddle would be nice. Kids playing on the playground, lots of cottages here. Lots of cottages. Get the old tarp up. Do some sailing here. It'd be real nice at the end of the trip, boy. Still probably a good kilometer to go, I can see. So yeah, I guess this is officially the end. So thanks everyone for watching. It's greatly appreciated, all the support. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, don't forget. It really does help. Well, that's it for me. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you all have a great day. God bless you all.